Hello, my people. Hello, my friends. Welcome back to the podcast where we navigate the complexities of leadership one episode at a time. Today, in our series, The Everyday Leader, we are building on the one thing that matters most for a positive future, the one thing that can change everything, and that is leadership. This is the 9th episode of Season 1. Today, I want us to talk about a peculiar trap that we as leaders often fall into, a powerful myth that has quietly influenced leadership for centuries. It is the belief in our own infallibility. The idea that because we have been to the university, because we have been in the game for 20 years, because we have the experience, because we have made personal sacrifices, that we are always right. Most times, leaders think they are always right. I am here to tell you, my friend, that is a myth. We must shatter because it is very dangerous. Accepting these fundamental truths that you are not always right. In fact, you are wrong. In fact, you will be wrong. This isn't just a weakness. It is the foundational principle of genuine leadership. Because leadership is not about perfection. As the great philosopher Socrates famously said, the only true wisdom is in knowing you know nothing. And knowing you know nothing is a sign of humility. And humility is the foundation of fantastic or authentic leadership. One of the most dangerous pitfalls for leaders is the hunger of validation rather than embrace correction. Leaders, we crave to be perceived as right. We cling to our years of experience, our education, our sacrifices as a proof that we know everything, that we know it all. But here's the truth. None of this guarantees infallibility. Like I said earlier, you will be wrong. I will be wrong. Every leader will be wrong. Great leaders don't fear correction. Great leaders don't fear being wrong. Great leaders don't care about being wrong. They embrace wrong. And when they embrace wrong, they work towards correcting the wrong. Why? Because correction sharpens vision. It strengthens your team and it keeps you on the track. It keeps your egos in check. As a leader, your fundamental role is to guide people. Leadership is not about standing above people. It's standing or walking with them. But let me tell you this. You can only truly lead people if they understand your vision, if they understand your plans, and they understand your intentions. You are not a solitary figure. You are not an island. A great leader is one who engages with their team through communication and shares ideas freely. And when they offer the diverse opinions, when the team, the followers offer other opinions, as a leader, you must be genuinely willing to consider them and work collaboratively. Don't say, when did you join the team? When did you start working? I have the experience more than you. It kills innovation from your followers. It kills their confidence to bring ideas out. Bring yourself down and learn from them. Don't say, I am better than you. Say, let's learn from one another. George Bernard Shaw once stated that the single biggest problem in communication is the illusion that it has taken place. If I enter into this, I'll talk a lot about verbal and non-verbal communication. So let's put it there. But he says, illusion that you have communicated is different from communication. Because communication is not just about talk, it's about understanding. Do your people understand you? So as a leader, ensure that your communication is clear, consistent, and truly understood. Don't just assume people get it. Assumption is one thing every leader should run away from. Because as a leader, you can't inspire to lead people while simultaneously sidelining them. You can't say, I am your leader, and you don't involve them. You don't ask them whether they are following. You don't know whether they are understanding. You don't know about their communication challenges. If you don't know anything about your team, you're just a leader. You are far ahead. Remember, like you say, leaders don't leave their followers behind, and leaders don't stay behind. Rather, make sure that you are working with them. Don't be above them as a leader. If you sideline your people, you exclude them from the process, you impose your decisions on them simply because you believe your experience outweighs theirs. What happens is that you breed resentment, not respect. Remember, respect is earned, not requested. It is like trying to push a car uphill on a mountain or a hill whilst you have the brakes on. It won't work. You might move the car a little, but you will get nowhere fast. You will burn yourself in the process. So leadership collapses when it turns into imposition. Like we said, true influence is not enforced, it is earned. Leadership is never smooth. It will present challenges, including encountering difficult people. People will resist you. People will frustrate you. People will challenge you. Yet you should know that the very frustration you feel towards them might be mirrored in their perception of you. You are feeling the frustration because they are also frustrated. You are making them frustrated. I remember Isaac Newton's law, like the third law of motion, which says, for every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction. The sciences will get me. So if you suppress them, trust me, they will push back. They will inevitably push you back. They will suppress you as well. Because no one likes to be forced. People like to be understood, to be communicated with, to be moved along with. So collaborating with your people is not a suggestion I am giving you. It is a necessity. As a leader, collaboration should be key. This doesn't mean that you should always do everything together. No, what it means that you should constantly and consistently keep them informed and ensure that they understand the why, the what, the how behind every single decision you take. Include them and make them feel part of the process. Because when leaders react emotionally instead of responding thoughtfully, you invite conflict. Leaders, when they open themselves, it mirrors respect. People respect them. Don't say, when I open myself in this pool, they will look down on me. No. It means you have accepted them. They will also accept you. So I say, keep your people informed. Explain the why, the what, the how of your decisions, and make them feel part of your journey. Accountability is the cornerstone of effective leadership. Your body language, your tone, your smile, they all communicate volumes. As a leader, non-verbal cues speak volumes as well. We say action speaks louder than words. That is to say, how we respond to situations, how we talk to people, how we exhibit bodily actions show more than what we say. So when you respect people, when your actions say, I value you and I value your input, you build trust that words alone can never secure. Leadership is as much as what you do, just as it is what you say. And I want to say this, do not fall into the trap of selfishness, because expecting everyone to bend to your will if you are unwilling to consider this, that is selfishness. Because consideration is key. People have divergent opinions. People have different ideas. If you don't want to take the ideas of others into consideration, and as a leader, you think because you are a leader, your idea should be perfect, your idea should always be implemented, you are going to have issues with your people. So leadership is a two-way street, not a demand. It is not a demand for blind subservience. Rather, as Simon Sinai put it, he says, leadership is not about being in charge. It's about taking care of those in your charge. So as a leader, it's not about just leading the people, just being ahead of them. It's about being concerned about their emotions, their well-being, their activities, whatever they do, making sure that you are abreast with every information. You might have the most positive intentions. Your plans might be the best, well-crafted plans. But if your people aren't engaged, if your people are not buying into that plans, you will achieve just little. So I say, as always, involve your people, listen to them, rethink where necessary, rethink where necessary. If they give you the ideas and you feel their ideas are better, rethink, take it into consideration and give them the credit where it's due. Unless it's a matter of urgency or critical necessity, it is often back as a leader to step back and think, because leadership is not about forcing compliance. Don't force things on people. It's about building collective purpose. So we look at great leadership and we say that great leadership is not standing on a pedestal of perfection. Leadership is not perfection. It's about acknowledging your humanity, acknowledging your mistake, your blind spot, your need for others, and an open heart for correction. As a leader, when you do this, you transform from a mere decision maker into a true catalyst for collective success. So I say that as a leader, communicate openly, collaborate earnestly, and lead with empathy, remembering that your people are your greatest asset. When you shift your focus from demanding compliance to enhancing understanding and a shared purpose, you build not just productivity, but genuine loyalty, respect, and a legacy of collaborative achievement. Leadership is not just talk. It is action. It is collaboration. It is influence. It is togetherness. It is moving together as one and involving others. John Maxwell put it beautifully where he said, a leader is one who knows the way, goes the way, and shows the way. But even on that journey, leaders must remain open to being corrected, guided, and sharpened by those they lead. So every leader, And as an everyday leader, remember this. You don't have to be perfect to lead. You don't have to know all the answers. What you do need is humility, accountability, and a willingness to learn. When you let go of the myth of infallibility, you gain something much more than value, the trust, the respect, the loyalty of your people. The journey to becoming a true impactful leader begins with the courage to look inward and choose the path of humility and connection. So as a leader, your infallibility is nothing to be proud of. Be ready to learn. Be ready to communicate. Be ready to engage. Be ready to open up to people. That is what makes you a good leader. Stay connected with us on all our social media channels and wherever our name pops up. We are building a community of everyday leaders, and we want you, your friends, and your families to be a part of it. Thank you for being with me on this journey.